Hi, we're the Gabbett family, a family of 4 traveling with 2 toddlers on a 3-month road trip through the Balkans. So far, we've made our way through Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro, Albania, Greece, North Macedonia, Kosovo, and Bulgaria. And now we're here in Serbia, our second to last country before this amazing adventure wraps up. We're spending 10 days exploring 4 cities across Serbia, and we're taking you with us. In this video, we're visiting the second largest city in Serbia, and a place that feels a world away from the busy crowds of the capital. Here, life moves at a slower pace, perfect for simply wandering and taking it all in. We explore beautiful churches, striking architecture, and quiet streets lined with pastel-colored buildings. Every corner is full of character, from charming squares to cozy cafes, and just across the river, there's a fortress with sweeping views of the city skyline, the perfect spot for a peaceful stroll. Join us as we uncover one of Serbia's hidden gems. Welcome to Novi Sad. Good morning from Novi Sad. We are here in Novi Sad, Serbia today, which is the second largest city in all of Serbia, and we're at a cute little apartment that is actually really far from the center. So we have quite a long walk into the center to see anything, probably about 50 minutes. Should be really fun because we only have this one day here, so we're gonna try to see absolutely everything. So we'll see how that goes. We began our walk towards the city center, strolling down beautiful tree-lined streets where the whir of bicycles was the main sound around us. Our stroller with a ride board proved to be a total lifesaver on this long walk, as well as many others, because let's face it, a 2- and 4-year-old do not want to walk around the city all day. And our first stop here in Novi Sad is the Novi Sad Synagogue. The Novi Sad Synagogue was built in 1909 in a Hungarian Art Nouveau style. It once held up to 900 worshippers and was part of a larger Jewish complex, including a school and community center. Today, it serves as a cultural hub, hosting concerts and exhibitions throughout the year. Outside, you can find a somber plaque that marks the deportation of local Jews from this building on April 26, 1944, as well as a memorial. Directly across, you can see the old Jewish school, where children in the early 20th century learned in modern classrooms as part of the same community complex. We continued walking for a while until we reached the Serbian National Theater. As we walked, we noticed bronze plates spanning the pavement. These plates form a timeline of key dates and events in the city's history, reminding us of the layers of history beneath our feet. Just around the corner, we arrived at Liberty Square, the heart of the city center. Here you can find City Hall, which seems to have become a victim of recent protests. Red paint stains, haunting phrases, and powerful imagery depict protesters' feelings about the recent train station collapse that resulted in 19 deaths. In the center of the square, we can see the monument to Svetozar Militic, a key Serbian political leader, and just across the City Hall is the beautiful Church of the Name of Mary. Completed in 1894 in a Gothic revival style, the church features a soaring bell tower, stained glass windows, and a roof tiled with colorful ceramics. The square is surrounded on all sides by colorful buildings and stunning architecture, giving the city its signature charm. We then walked down Jovina Street, passing the Bishop's Palace and St. George's Cathedral, which are famous for their icons and rich Baroque history. Turning onto Dunavska Street, we stopped for coffee and pastries at one of the many cafes. What'd you get? Continuing our walk down the pedestrian avenue, the kids love seeing all the pastel buildings lining the street, something that makes Novi Sad so unique and cozy. Eventually, we made our way across the street to Danube Park, a sprawling park with winding paths, carefully arranged trees, and a pond filled with ducks. We decided to enjoy a takeaway lunch we had found nearby on one of the park benches. We had cevapi sandwiches with onions and kaymak, a staple when in the Balkans and hands down our favorite quick lunch. Unfortunately, they were not good, so in the trash they went. Determined not to let the spoiled meat spoil our moods, we continued walking towards the river. Arriving at the Danube, we crossed the Varadin Bridge, which connects Novi Sad with Petrovaradin. Now, up until 1980, Petrovaradin had been its own town, but today it's a unified district that's considered part of the city of Novi Sad. The district is full of pastel buildings and historical structures, giving it a quiet, charming atmosphere, the perfect place for a family stroll. Next, we passed the Belgrade Gate, a fortress entrance built in 1753 with a tunnel for vehicles entering the city and impressive walls that are still standing today. We began climbing towards Petrovaradin Fortress, perched above the Danube, and poor Dad had to carry the stroller up, as usual, but the kids were really glad to walk around a bit, even if that meant dozens of stairs. But we didn't get too far before a toddler emergency slowed us down. We have an emergency. Let me see, buddy. We have an emergency. Yeah. All right, we're changing you right here in the middle of the steps. Crisis averted, although we were kicking ourselves for not bringing a change of clothes, especially considering we were traveling so far from the apartment. Thank goodness for baby wipes, saving the day. You got it. Wow, it's so beautiful. You got it. Good job. Once we reached the fortress, which is free to enter, we wandered among the ruins and enjoyed spectacular views over the Danube and city skyline. Petrovaradin Fortress was built by the Austrians in the 17th and 18th centuries to defend against Ottoman invasions. Its most famous landmark is the clock tower, where the big hand shows the hours and the small hand shows the minutes so that fishermen on the river could tell the time from afar. Today, the clock seems to be under construction, but it's still a cool sight to see. Over the years, the fortress has transformed from a symbol of defense into the cultural heart of Novi Sad, hosting museums, artist studios, and the world-renowned Exit Festival. We had a wonderful time walking around the fortress and seeing all the ruins, historical sites, and letting the kids run around a bit. But if you're looking for more adventure or something a bit more unique, the fortress has over 16 kilometers of underground military tunnels, some of which can be explored with a local guide by appointment. After a relaxing time exploring the fortress, we began our very long walk back down all the stairs and back to the apartment, but not before one last stop along the way. Alright, made it back down from the fortress.
We're gonna get fluffy pancakes.
Yeah, we're gonna get you fluffy pancakes because you were so good today. Back over the bridge. Is it good? You could have taken a smaller bite. I waffled it. Go ahead, eat it. Yum, 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 yum. It was chocolate. Was it hot?
No.
Is it good? One more. Alright, we're back in from our day here in Novi Sad. We really love it, right?
Yes.
But it's a beautiful city. Serbia's been so beautiful. The people have been so nice. There was even an old man at one of the shops up in the fortress that was playing with the kids. He was swinging them around and running around with them. And it was just like so cute and so sweet. The kids had a great time up there running around and interacting with people. People have been really nice. And the kids actually had really good behavior today. We had a really good day today, better than we've had in a while. Really good behavior. So we treated them with some fluffy pancakes. Pancakes with Nutella and Oreo, really good. They're really warm and gooey and delicious. So kids were really happy about that. And then we headed back in. So it was a good day. It was a really good day. You're so dramatic.
Yes.
It was a really good day. We had a lot of fun. Something else we noticed was that the city hall was completely boarded up and there were words and red paint, like red handprints, like kind of resembling blood all over the outside of the building. And that's because what we're assuming, which is the most logical explanation, is that I don't know when it happened. It was either last week or maybe a few weeks ago. There was a roof collapse at a train station here in Novi Sad, and I think like 19 people died. And there have been protests through the city. They're protesting the government. I guess there was some corruption involved with the construction ministers. I guess he stepped down. Some kind of drama unfolded. That like somebody didn't do their job right, or they weren't like checking the construction or something.
Well, basically the blood is on their hands.
Yeah, so that's what it was, but they had it all boarded up. There was a security guard there, so that was pretty interesting to see. Pretty sad, but
Then what does this say?
overall, Novi Sad is a big yes. Beautiful, beautiful city. We might even like it better than Belgrade, and we love Belgrade, but
What does it say?
I would say of the 3 cities we've been to in Serbia so far, I would say skip Niš. It was nice and quiet, but there wasn't enough to do there, really. Belgrade was beautiful, tons to do, and Novi Sad is beautiful, tons to do. So really good time. And tomorrow we will be leaving and heading to our last city in Serbia, which is Synagogue. So we'll see you then.